So for the person that doesn't have it dialed in, what would you say? What are some ways to integrate wellness and self-care into your daily or weekly routine?
Wellness and self-care. I think, you need an hour or so for yourself. You need that, and that could be, and I know for a lot of people, it is going to the gym. It could be going for a run or a bike ride, walking the dog. Maybe it's an hour of playing a video game. I don't know what it is for you, but you need that time. For a lot of people, they wake up early. They get up 5 a.m., 6 a.m., go to the gym, and they get it in there. And that's there's, you know, they're sort of like double dipping, right? There's time for them, and they're also getting healthy at the same time. That's cool. That works. And I think that kind of thing is one specific thing. I think that works for a lot of people. Um,
Can I say something?
yeah.
And I'm this is going to be hypocritical, but this question tells me everything I need to know,
Yeah. It does, doesn't
right?
it?
Not to
Yeah.
be an asshole, but like, how do I fit
Yeah.
self-care
Yeah.
into my busy schedule?
Yeah.
When I feel like what that does is it is saying, it is acknowledging that self-care is not as important as the
Yeah.
rest of the stuff you
It
do.
means you're not fitting it in there.
I mean, I kind of want to like, jujitsu this thing and be like, how do I center,
Gotta make it
how do I
important.
design my work around the kind of life that I want to have that has wellness and fitness and relationships and
Yep.
I am the first person to say that I don't do that well, but boy, wouldn't that be kind of incredible if that's the way we looked at the world?
You can do it.
I feel like you
It can be done.
more than most people have designed income and professional things
Yeah.
in a way that allows you to pursue your personal passions really well.
Yeah.
Not every day, right?
No, of
You
course
know,
not.
but really well. And I think all of us could learn some stuff from that. And I'm not really big on like the optimized life, but
Mm-mm.
I do think it's a big mindset shift to say I am doing this thing
Yeah.
so that I can insert thing that you care about in your life.
Yeah. There's a ton of like specific things that I've discovered from people that I've never had to deal with. So, you say those things. There's a lot of things I've never had to deal with in life just because of the way I've done things. But for example, someone asked me about this and I was trying to coach them and help them. And through discussion, I realized they don't even control their own calendar, right? The job they work, people literally schedule shit for them. And I'm like, damn, like that's a whole, like, I know there are people out there that have that, that's a thing. You know what I mean? And it could be your job, like your job. Your job is to, I think one day we were at the front of SoCo, we were talking and like we were trying to talk for like 30 minutes and like every 5 minutes somebody was walking up and interrupting. And I was just like, how in the hell do you not just like, how can you stand this? And you're like, well, it's what they expect here. And that's why I'm up here.
But it's also our job. Yeah,
And
it's
it's
our
my
job.
job.
Like, but it is our job to do that. That
Mhm.
we're in customer service and
Yeah.
hospitality.
Right.
Not all the time.
So my point is that I know that there are people that that's part of the responsibility. Right. And I get that. And I get that that's like an 8 or 9 hour a day thing. You can probably find times within that
Little
to sort of,
mini breaks.
yeah, you have those buffers. Another thing I look at, so that was, I learned that is a thing that people have that I've never had to deal with. Another one is like, I also look at people's calendars and I see that they'll like have an hour long meeting and then an hour long meeting and then an hour long meeting. I'm like, you get literally 3 hours in a row. You have no time to even go use the bathroom. Like you can't, a human being. One thing is that in that third meeting, that's cool, but everything you did in that first one, you might as well throw that in the garbage because I don't know how you remember anything that happened in that first meeting. I don't know how you bring quality back to that, back around to that. You better take some really good notes to even remember. Is it
But I feel like
me?
this is your point.
I
It's
don't remember any of that shit.
designing your workday
So yeah,
to
so how do
allow for
you,
rest, for breaks, for creativity, for focus.
right?
Like
How do you claw that?
That's
You've gotta
unacceptable. Yeah.
You've got to engineer it. You've got to work on it. You've got to design it. You've got to claw that time back.
Yeah.
And that might be a fight that you have every day, you know?
Yeah.
But put your energy into that fight. You know what I mean? It's worth it.
Yeah. That's good. And yeah, that's probably like
Don't let them wear you down.
I think that's probably a pretty good place to end on.
Yeah, we're